You're watching the Comcast Network. CN100, Chicago.
Coach Weaver's done a great thing down at Hillcrest. He's turned the program around. Great coach, great coaching staff, younger guys. They're comparable to us offensively. I think they have unbelievable athletes.
St. Laurence coach Adam Nissen, he's done a great job within his first year of taking over the St. Laurence football program. They have a great team, and they have some very good athletes. Their run game is dominant, so we're going to need to tackle for sure. And then defense, they play hard and fast.
Every week we always go in and I always kind of emphasize kicking. I'm the special teams guy too, so we have to win the kicking game. We have to win the field position game, whether that's punting or kicking off, kick returns, big plays in the kicking game. Execution always is number two. We have a type of offense that you have to execute pretty precisely every single play.
For us is to execute on offense, defensively just to tackle and pursuit to the ball, and just play a full game, overall full game, because in the playoffs, you can't just play half a game. You're going to need to play a full game.
They got a good thing going down there, obviously 8-1, so yeah, we have a work cut out for us. They got a good football team.
Welcome to Country Club Hills, everybody, for the CN100 Game of the Week. It is playoff time, everybody, and it's a 5A first-round matchup tonight, St. Laurence against Hillcrest. Welcome, everybody. I'm Jim Blaney, along with my Hall of Fame partner, Jack McInerney. Our favorite time of the year. It is playoff time, and even though it is November 1st, it feels like it's the weekend before Thanksgiving, Jack. We had snow yesterday on Halloween. This field this morning was covered by 5 inches of snow, but we're all set to go, and it's all good.
Football at its finest. You can't beat the playoffs. You can't beat playing football in November. It's going to be a great ball game.
We have an incredibly intriguing matchup for you in this first round. We have a prototypical Catholic League team against a South Suburban team that you could put together a track team based on the guys in this lineup. So let's talk about St. Laurence first. Maybe the most deceiving record of any schools in the state belong to the teams that played this year in the combined East Suburban Catholic, Chicago Catholic League. St. Laurence is one of them. I think they're certainly better than that 5 wins indicates.
Well, for a team that's 5-4, as a former coach, I would not want to play this team because to me, I'm looking at a potential ambush here. When you look at their record and what they've done and the teams that they've played and the type of losses that they've had, this is really a good football team. So I think that this could be a real interesting football game tonight.
On the other hand, Hillcrest comes into this game at 8-1 on the season, and they are talented and they are fast. And so it's that classic matchup, Jack, as can the beef and the physicality of St. Laurence, can they catch these Hillcrest guys?
Well, I think that they're used to that kind of, but I don't think Hillcrest is used to kind of physical game that St. Laurence might play. So it's a combination of two things. Speed against physicality, as you say. But I think the other common denominator is Brother Rice. Both of these teams have played Brother Rice. One beat him, one lost to him. And I think that that's a big difference tonight. It's going to have a lot to do with how the game is played.
2nd down and 2. Irving gets a carry, has a huge hole. Makes a move, goes across the 30-yard line, slips another tackle. Now the St. Laurence Vikings are trying to corral him along the sideline. He cuts back into the field of play, takes it all the way down to the 36-yard line before Damian Roden finally got him. Jack, his moves are absolutely electric. He went 52 yards. He's a little slow getting up.
This is a great camera angle right here from the end zone. You can see the moves he makes, and I've talked about this all year long. The best running backs make all of their moves going up the field without slowing down, and that's exactly what he does. An outstanding run. He's already showed us 3 times tonight how spectacular a runner he is.
3rd down, trying to keep the drive alive, the Hillcrest Hawks. They lead 6-0. Irving motions out. They'll swing it to him. Irving in open space, gets away from the first man, runs past the second, over the 40-yard line, over the 35, finally brought down at the 31-yard line by Brandon Wilson. Not only is he fast, he's virtually impossible to bring down.
Well, you can see the arm tackles right here. There's 1. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8 players that get a shot at him. I mean, he's just a tough running back. It's not that he's not a strong runner. He certainly is a strong runner, as you can see in these last 5, 6 yards that he gains right here. Oftentimes you have some fast runners, but they go down very easily. This is not the case with Irving.
St. Laurence has to get something working. They have not been to the red zone yet so far tonight. They really have not threatened to score. It is around the end. A nice run. Darius Wilson down the sideline. Can he outrun everybody? The answer is no. He's caught from behind by Jamon Williams, but it's going to be into the red zone for St. Lawrence, and it looks like they'll spot the ball just outside the 10-yard line.
That is certainly a big play for St. Lawrence to get back in. They try to go for the tailback Thomas initially, and then all of a sudden Wilson comes out of the pack down the sidelines, tiptoeing on the lines. 62-yard run. Will this get him back in the ball game?
Dawson up the middle, has plenty of room. He walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Hillcrest. 9 yards on the scoring play.
Kind of interesting when they go to Darius Dawson right after they have a pretty good run from Irving. They come back up inside with a little corner with Darius Dawson. He runs the same way. Look at right here. He's got that quickness and the quick cutback. A good job of blocking at the point of attack right there by that offensive line of Washington, Nody, Singleton, Moore, and Buchanan. And I don't want to say he walked in, he ran in with some quickness, but all of a sudden now they're kind of controlling the football.
New set of downs for St. Lawrence. They are on the Hillcrest 16-yard line. They keep everything in tight. Thomas will run it again, makes a cut, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown from 16 yards out for Nate Thomas. And the score is 18-13 Hillcrest.
Good job here again of Thomas. We talked about it at halftime. If they have to get him going again, which he ran well in the first quarter, and then they went away from him because he's a very hard running back at 200 pounds. But it's also that offensive line has kind of stepped up here in these last few minutes. Have been doing a nice job up front.
To view this Xfinity program in its entirety, visit CN100.tv for a list of airtimes, or view this program anytime on demand by selecting Get Local and choosing Game of the Week. For Xfinity X1 customers, scroll over to Xfinity Services and select Get Local, or simply say Get Local into your voice remote.